Hi there, I'm Tanya Gabrielle, Wealth Astronumerologist, and welcome to your astronumerology forecast for the powerful, wonderful full moon in beautiful Sagittarius, the second one in a row. Now this one happens on Monday, June 20th at 7:02 a.m. Eastern, 4:02 a.m. Pacific, and 12:02 p.m. Universal Time in London. So that first Sagittarius full moon happened in May, on the 21st of May at 1 degrees in Sagittarius, right at the beginning of that sign. And this one on June 20th happens on the final 29th degree. And 29 is a very important degree number in astrology because it's actually called a critical degree. And it means that everything gets more intense. And in Sagittarius, the 29 degree point is also an Aries point. Now, when planets land on any Aries point, and there are only very, very few in the 360 degree circle of the zodiac, when they land on an Aries point, they carry a very important message, and they attract more profound shifts and developments in your life and the world. So, numerology also, 29 is a master number because it reduces to 11. 2 plus 9 is 11, and those two ones in the number 11 represent an initiation into new beginnings, a portal that you step through to embrace the unknown. So it's about completely living in the present moment with no thoughts about the past or the future. So the Aries point and master number influence in this full moon makes it very powerful, very transformational, and very lucky. Sagittarius is a fire sign and it stimulates action, but it's also a mutable sign. And just like that new moon in Gemini earlier this month, the full moon is part of a mutable grand cross, a big square in the heavens that takes place in all four mutable signs: Sagittarius, Pisces, Gemini, and Virgo. And this emphasis on the mutable signs is creating an environment that is very changeable, very unpredictable, really mellifluous. So you're going to feel much more creative, much more ready to move forward. And then, the next day you might feel like you need to rest and nest and stay home. So the energy with these mutable signs is in constant flux. It's shifting all the time. So life can sometimes feel more unstable, but the thing is, this fluid energy really is helping us to turn within, trust our inner vibes, right? Our intuition, which is really the best security we have, is that connection to the divine through listening to our intuition while we go through our major changes. So the planets that are making up this grand cross for this full moon are Neptune in Pisces, Jupiter in Virgo, Saturn and the moon in Sagittarius, and the final corner of the four corners is Mercury with the sun in Gemini. Now, with Mercury in the mix and the sun in Gemini, which is the sign that Mercury rules, we're experiencing a very strong mental activation. So we're really supposed to use our minds to focus on what is truly enlightening. So transforming thoughts and feelings into energy, then taking that energy and transforming it into light, which is the 11. Then the light is represented by the sun as well, right? And then that light transformed into love, which is the moon. And that love is transformed into wisdom, represented by Jupiter. And that wisdom is transformed into divine consciousness, represented by Neptune. So this grand cross is symbolic of a journey of transformation, where we move our thoughts into energy, then light, then love, and wisdom and divine consciousness. So this grand cross is very, very activating. It's really like a big battery in the skies. And you'll really feel compelled to embrace this deep spiritual journey. Now, Mercury, believe it or not, will be at 11 degrees in Gemini. So here we have a situation where the 11 degrees and the number 11 are activated by the full moon at 29 degrees. 2 plus 9 is 11, with the moon in Sagittarius opposite the sun. That's what creates the full moon. The sun's at 29 degrees Gemini, right? So lots of 29s, which is 11. And 11 adds up to 2, and it's happening the 20th of June, and 20 is also a 2. 2 plus 0 is 2. So connection, liberation through connecting to the divine, connecting to your intuition, connecting to your message, connecting to your lovers. You're communing with source, with spirit, with human beings. And since the mutable signs are emphasized, as they are in general now anyway, We are experiencing a fast-moving change that's really meant to liberate us from the past, from our outdated beliefs, our outdated programming, setting us free. And so it's much more easy to let go now, right? Because the energy in general is flexible and loose. So that helps us to really, go within. So meditation, exercise, anything that grounds you and calms you down to diffuse the intensity of these shifts is really important. So you want to merge stillness to calm out, right? The movement. So having rest and having rejuvenation with the movement. And since the mutable energy is so perfect for creativity, you want to take advantage of this time where your conscious awareness can expand beyond the horizons and create miracles. So relax and go with the flow. Sagittarius is a sign of expansion, and Jupiter, the planetary ruler of Sagittarius, is part of the Grand Cross too. So your vibration is really being raised right now. So you'll feel called to be in service through your consciousness, so where you can expand your heart and explore new realms. And what's so exciting too is this full moon in Grand Cross happened literally 12 hours before the summer solstice. So that's when the sun enters the sign of Cancer. And this is another major development happening just as the 29-degree full moon on that Aries point, master number, all that, right, is taking place. So the relationship and love theme is really activated again as well, because the number 29, like I said, reduces to 11 and then 2. The 20th of June reduces to 2, right? That's a 2 universal day. And in astrology, the sun is merged with Venus again. So Venus forms a very big role in June with both lunations, since Venus was also right next to the new moon earlier this month. So for the full moon, Venus is next to the sun, conjunct the sun, opposite the moon. And Venus is the symbol of love and beauty and abundance. And since June in 2016 is a 15 universal month in numerology, that's the number of love and joy and spiritual alchemy, lots can move and shift and manifest in your love life, right? In your romances, in your intimate relationships, in abundance, in creating wealth and well-being and connecting emotionally with your true values. So you're going to experience this change, this mutability, this transformation in the arena of your relationships, in the arena of the people you hang with, right? Who are part of your tribe, who are in your intimate circle of friends, who are your intimate partners or intimate business partners. And that's where you'll experience the most transformation. So it's really powerful to have these 2 consecutive grand crosses in the new moon and full moon, and Jupiter involved in both grand crosses to expand your perception of what's possible. So you can take all these opportunities and you can really run with them now. Now, to have Jupiter and Sagittarius both activated, so the sign of Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, right? So that's really, really fortunate. And the Grand Cross makes it really intense so you can activate your luck. It's awesome. So now Chiron trines Mars during this full moon, and this creates a lot of healing energy around all of us, and it helps heal your aura, it heals your sexuality, your libido. Mars is still retrograding at this time, but it's coming to a standstill pretty soon. It's starting to station direct on June 29th. So that's the number 29 again, right? So Mars is starting to slow down during this full moon, and it starts to come to its standstill where it then moves forward. So that's intensifying the Mars influence in our life. And the impact of this means you're internalizing your energy. It's becoming stronger. And so now Chiron's coming along and forming this beautiful trine, this healing trine to Mars. So it's just an extraordinary time to heal on a deep, deep level. So that's why this full moon is so amazing. It's so fortunate. Now I'll see you soon for July's exquisite Cancer new moon forecast, which again has a lot of good news. So I'll see you then, and I thank you so much for watching.